back into the second prong, which is the personal. And of course, as you said earlier, they overlap and it can get fuzzy which category it falls in. But education for education's sake is utterly important. And philosophically, my opinion is that education for education's sake in general in society is really important. And when I was a young man in Generation X time, people went to university to learn, not necessarily to achieve. And I feel like in the 21st century, young people are like, I'm going to school because I'm going to a trade school or university because I got to study this because I'm going to make it. And I go, what about studying Socrates for no reason? What about take a degree in English literature? Like, well, that I'll never get a job in that. I'm like, it's not about getting a job. It's about being educated. But that aside, for actors, that holds true no matter what, because the more educated you are in anything, the more potential you're going to understand people. And our whole thing's about understanding people. So I tell you, I right now, this young woman in, it's crazy. She lives in Macedonia. She's a client of mine, and she's in classes, and she lives in Macedonia, which is wild. But she's moving to LA or something. And I was talking to her parents, and I said, go to university. You need to go to university. But for God's sakes, don't study acting, because you're not going to learn anything there. I said, go to university and study psychology or philosophy or criminology or sociology or study, I don't care, quantum mechanics, study anything, because learning is so important, because you're going to have to play politicians and cops and CEOs and young doctors, and you need to understand why people are the way people are.